Hey, how's it going, everyone? And on today's episode, we're taking a look at the BC Rich Warlock Bronze series. Hey everyone, and again, welcome back to the channel. And man, do we got so much awesome things to talk about today. Normally, this is the BC Rich Warlock. This is their Bronze series. But if you are a new viewer, at any time you would like to smash that like button, hit the subscribe, turn all notifications on, that would just make my day. And if you are a returning viewer, of course, you all are awesome, and I cannot express how much I appreciate each and every one of you for coming and checking out these videos. And by all means, hit me up on Instagram, hit me up in the comments, and follow me over on twitch.tv/McChurch118. Right now, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 has just released, and I've been trying to dig into the multiplayer. I'm not that good, but it's a fun time, and if you want to go and play some Call of Duty sometime, let me know down in the comments below. So on today's episode, we are talking about the BC Rich Warlock. Again, this is the Bronze series. This guitar has been in my possession for a very long time. This is actually the very first guitar that I ever bought, and it's been around for a while. I got this back in 2013 or 14. I can't fully remember what year it was, but I got this strictly to play Rocksmith 2014. Now, with that being said, it's gone through a lot. It has had a pickup swap. I did swap out the bridge pickup for a Seymour Duncan. I do not know which one this is. I'll talk more about that later. And this guitar has also been tuned to drop A sharp. About C standard, but I tuned to drop A sharp for the demo that's in this video. And yeah, let's just go ahead and talk about this. And before we continue, if you are a returning viewer, you have noticed that my setup has changed. Hopefully this new setup makes it easier for me to streamline videos. Yes, this microphone is in the way, but I hope that makes sense from a viewer standpoint, because normally it would take me forever in a day to get the camera, the audio, all this stuff up and running. So by doing it this way, I hope it streamlines my process and that I can just make videos faster for you all instead of maybe once every 3 months at this rate. So the BC Rich Warlock, this thing has gotten a lot of popularity recently due to Stranger Things, and rightly so. That scene where Eddie is playing Master of Puppets with a BC Rich is probably one of the most 80s things that has ever happened in recent media. So with that, I thought it was a perfect time to bust this guy out. Again, this is tuned to drop A sharp. I wanted to do something a little different today, so it's okay. And I wanted to try and put this through my Fortin Tempest going into my interface, which I got my plug-in with my preset. If you haven't downloaded that yet, there's going to be a link down below where you can download that preset. So with that, just go ahead and sit back, enjoy this demo, enjoy a little bit of a playthrough, and we'll talk about this. Alright everyone, well, like anything, there's always technical difficulty, so this is round 2 of me recording this part. So, that was the demo and a little bit of a playthrough. As you can tell, I was switching between the active pickup, the bridge pickup, the split, and then the neck pickup, so that way you can kind of hear the difference in the tone of the Seymour Duncan versus the stock pickup. So now that we've done that, let me just go on ahead and run through the specs of this guitar. So with this, I honestly don't know a whole lot about this guitar. Again, this was my first guitar that I bought from a pawn shop back in 2013-14-ish time frame, and there's not a whole lot that I know about it. It's made out of wood. It had a stock BC Rich pickup in the bridge. I swapped that out obviously for this Seymour Duncan, which this Seymour Duncan pickup, I don't know which one it is, but if there is a way to find out, please put that in the comments below, because this pickup is absolutely killer. The fact that I get such great tone from this in a drop A is just insane in my opinion. So please let me know how to find what pickup this is. But moving on, with this guitar, it is a 3-way. As I mentioned, it has a volume and tone knob, and it has no locking tuners whatsoever. This is a bronze series, which when BC Rich was making these guitars, making a lot more affordable guitars, I think that the bronze was like the bottom of the barrel. I don't think that they make really affordable guitars anymore, at least not that I've seen. A lot of the guitars I've seen from BC Rich in the past few years have been at least $1,000 plus for their guitars, and I don't know the reason for that. But moving on, we have a bolt-on neck, which is not my favorite, especially this type. This is the worst type of bolt-on that I can think of, in my opinion, because it's just so blocky and it hurts my hand every time I go to play. And that's one reason why I never got into playing leads, is because every time I got down here, it was just very uncomfortable. It digs right into my palm of my hand. I don't know, maybe I'm holding it wrong. You tell me. I'm not much of a lead player. But it is a BC Rich. It does have its nice little plate there with 0040744 serial number on it. This one is the model WG-5TD/BK, and it was made in Indonesia. So that's what I know about it for sure. As you can tell, it has a maple neck. It's a gloss neck. Again, I do not like gloss type necks. They just feel very weird to me. It is a thin type of neck though. I would say it might be a very thin C shape. Again, I don't have specs, I'm just going off of what I'm seeing in front of me. It has side dots on the top, but they are not lumen lay. I don't know what kind of fret markers these are, diamonds I guess. It's definitely nickel frets, and these are probably some kind of maybe medium size or low profile. They're not that big, to be honest. And it does have rosewood for its fingerboard, which is the one that I do not like the most. There's something about rosewood on guitars that I don't like it. I think it's due to the fact that a lot of rosewood, in my opinion, I saw on my grandfather's furniture, so it just looks like old furniture wood to me, and I can't get that out of my head. As hard as I try, I just can't get it out of my head. So for me personally, I just don't like it. The neck, as I said before, is a BC Rich stock pickup. And then that's about it as far as specs go. Yeah, it's kind of your basic guitar. I think almost everyone at one point may have had one of these at one point, but for $200, it's definitely not bad whatsoever. The fact that it's in drop A sharp and still has some killer tone to it, you know, has some value to that. But some of the things that I do not like about this is the fact that I do not like this saddle. I can't remember what its type. It's like a tail wraparound or something like that, but I'm not a fan of this bridge slash saddle. And also where the strap is, the little hook, it's right here, and so for me, whenever I play, and it's just digging into my chest, and I do not like that. But overall, that's pretty much it. This is the BC Rich Warlock, the Bronze series. If someone from BC Rich wants to reach out and maybe change my mind about their guitars or give me some more information maybe about this one, that would be really cool, to kind of maybe hear the history about this series. I've tried looking up this one in particular before, and I think I only saw maybe a used one, and it just said BC Rich Bronze series, and that was about it. But that's pretty much going to do it for this video. This thing is probably going to go back into storage or down here for a little bit. It's been fun. I do jam on it from time to time, but I got other things that I got to work on. And yeah, playing in, C standard / drop A sharp is always a lot of fun. But I'm trying to dive further into music theory, so for that I gotta stay within certain bounds in order for my understanding to really grasp the concepts I'm learning. But again, if you are a new viewer at any time, you enjoyed this, whether it's the demo, just seeing this thing, or hearing my story about it, by all means hit the subscribe button, click the bell for all notifications. I don't post a whole lot, so if you don't have it on, you may not see these videos for some time. And again, for everyone who has been viewing since day one, I greatly appreciate all of you for sharing these videos, telling your friends and families about this channel, and just coming and hanging out with me, whether it's on Instagram, TikTok, which I'm rarely on, or mostly on Twitch. By all means, come hang out with me on twitch.tv/McChurch118. I'm there right now. I'm playing some Call of Duty Modern Warfare. So if you want to hit me up and we can play some multiplayer, that'd be awesome. And I will look forward to seeing you all again in the next video.